all just get along? Stop taking phone calls in public. That's our topic today. Is there any public place where you feel it is acceptable for someone to take a phone call? We got a message that has Logan cackling like the Wicked Witch of the West.
I could not say it any better than Renee from Rochester, who just messaged us. I'm going to read the whole thing as a quote. Hey, besties, no, ! There is no place where you should be taking personal calls in public. Like Kira said, if you need to have a quick question while you're shopping, that's okay. Otherwise, take your call on your own time. When I'm shopping, I want to enjoy the experience and not listen to other people and their personal stuff. An emoji, end quote. Renee, perfect. Well said. I couldn't agree more. I think there's pretty much no place you should be taking a public call. Mm-hmm. I really don't.
You've expressed that opinion. We know how that feels in your heart.
What about you listening?
Okay, 603-749-0975. Good morning, Nicole. You're on with your besties, Kira and Logan, in the morning. Hi. So do you think there is a public place where it's totally fine to take a phone call?
Yeah, I feel like maybe like when you're out for a walk, I guess. I mean, I could see like in the mall how it would be acceptable. You're walking around. There's a bunch of other people.
I like a walk. I think a walk is fair game.
A walk outside, though. I don't know about a walk in the mall, because then you're going in a store and you're chatty Cathy. It's kind of ruining the other shopper's zen.
Yeah,
I feel that. There's like other people and they're like talking to. I could see like if you're like a loudmouth, like the lady that was like walking behind you.
Yeah.
But if you're like quiet about it, if that's possible.
Yeah, Nicole, you bring up a good point. I think like not all public calls are created equal. Some people are shouting and they have no regard for other people. And some people, they have kind of a library voice and it's not as annoying.
Well, that's the issue with the AirPods, right? It's like you don't hear what is outside of your headphones. Yeah. So you're only focused on your voice and the person that's in your ears. You don't know how loud or how quiet it is on the outside of those headphones.
Exactly. That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it makes it difficult to be a good member of society, but we're all just trying our best, right, Nicole?
Right. I agree. I think everybody does try their best, but we're all at fault sometimes.
Yeah, and so people are just naturally the worst. WOKQ, what's your name and where are you from?
Hey, I'm Alex, and I'm from East Kingston.
Alex, talk to me. What do you think?
Okay, so I have an opinion, and I think it depends on the situation and the call.
I love it.
So there was this time I was at a track meet for my little sister, right? Okay. And there were a lot of people where I was sitting, and I didn't want to disturb them, but I got a message, and that was a friend of mine was getting deployed.
Okay.
So I immediately grabbed my phone and I called him, right?
Yep.
I got a couple dirty lurks from the people around me, but I mean, like, he's getting deployed in the next few days.
Alex, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
So I completely agree. You had to take that call. That is a critical call to take. Why couldn't you walk away? If you're at a track meet, why couldn't you just walk around the school for like a half a minute?
I mean, you've got a point, and then there's also the fact that the school I was at was Exeter, and the service it's a roll of the dice.
Yeah. I just picture your call being really long. It's not like a, hey, bye, have a great time. You're going to want to catch up with that friend and wish him or her luck. So I feel like in that situation, you would want to listen. Everything is situational. If there's an emergency, is something like this, something huge comes up, of course you have to take that call in the moment. But if you can walk away, I think you should walk away. That's just my take.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you because I've been in stores. I once was walking with my sister, and there was a guy who was actively spoiling a movie we were going to see later that week.
What? Wait, you heard a movie spoiler alert over a phone conversation?
Yep.
Nothing would make me more irate.
Oh, I would freak.
Yeah, it was spoilers for John Wick 3.
Who do they think they are?
I don't know, but I was...
He's still mad about it?
I couldn't even I'm still mad about it. I couldn't focus on my little sister for the rest of the day.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you one bit, Alex. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to call us this morning. Have a great day.
I love you guys.
Love you too, brother.
Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. Us, we're Kira and Logan in the morning. So our topic today, is there any public place where you think it's acceptable for someone to take a phone call? We wanted to get the tribe involved. Hear ye, hear ye. We have gathered you here today.
You're so annoying.
To play a game similar to the Irish Goodbye game. We will be calling you up one by one. But today, we will be giving you different places, and you will let us know if that place is okay to take a phone call in public.
Meg, come on up. Is it ever okay to talk on the phone while you're walking around a store shopping?
I feel like if you do it quietly, yes. I know you're cringing. I saw your vent about the girl in TJ Maxx. I have talked on the phone in a store before, but I just try to be mindful.
You're not mindful. Nobody talking on the phone is mindful when they're in a store. You're talking to the other person.
Okay, so hold up. Is this more of like a rhetorical question, or are you going to give people the opportunity to share their opinion?
Yes, Meg. Well done. Well done. Give it to me. No. That's your opinion. That's your
Trying
opinion.
to manipulate you.
Men, am I right?
The worst.
I feel like what it boils down to is if you're being loud and obnoxious, or you got like a bunch of people all around you, it's not the vibe.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's like more space around you and you're just being quiet.
No, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
You think it's okay to talk on the phone when you're in a store?
I called to the mic, Cheryl. Cheryl, is it ever okay to take a phone call at the beach?
Yes, I will occasionally take a call. I won't talk too long.
Thank you.
And it's usually, where are you sitting, because I'm coming to join you.
Okay, respect.
Sales guy Sean, is it ever okay to talk on the phone when you're out at the bar?
100%.
I knew this. I knew this
What's the
jerk
problem?
sales guy would say that.
On speaker.
On speaker,
On
you would
speaker,
do it? You are the
100%.
worst kind of human.
The shame.
Because nobody at the bar is talking to him.
I got so many people talking to me at the bar. It's. I need to hear what the person on the phone's saying. That's why I put it on speaker.
At the bar?
Oh my God. You would really talk? You would have a full phone conversation while sitting at the bar? I know you would, but I just wanted to
I
clarify.
guess it depends who it is as well. Like if my sister calls, right? Like Kylie, I'm at the bar. Like I'm with my friends, right? But if it's like Cheryl and she wants to,
Talk about work?
okay.
About
You would
closing a deal.
That's awful. That's awful.
Cheryl,
Get out of here.
Cheryl needs me to answer the phone.
Sean,
she needs,
beat it.
she needs an answer right now.
Going back to the socialization, if you're in a bar,
Right.
you're already socializing with those
Right.
that are there. Why do you need to pick up the telephone and call somebody else, or
Yeah.
them call you and you have to socialize with them? It takes your focus off those people. Let me give you the 87-year-old take on this from my dear old dad.
Okay, I was going to
say.
say, not you.
Not a day past
No, I'm
30.
40-ish.
Oh, great, they're flirting again.
Okay. It's him. He starts it. He does start it. But I love it though.
You'll finish it.
So the 87-year-old perspective, when I go anywhere with my dad, and he does have a cell phone, he leaves it in the car. Because if we're sitting with him, his two daughters, he talks to us.
That's what you do. Love it.
The tribe has spoken, and we do have to move on. Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We are Kira and Logan in the morning. What a pleasure it is to wake up with you. Weekdays, 5:30 to 10. What a treat. Speaking of treats, this food blog, I've never heard of them in my life. They're called The Takeout. They released a list of the 10 foods and drinks that are polarizing. They cause arguments whenever they're brought up.
I cannot wait. I can't wait to see where this goes.
Right off the bat, I know number one is going to cause an argument because I know where you stand on this.
How do we fight about food?
We fight about food all the time. What are you talking about?
We do? What food? Name a food.
Look at us fighting about food food.
What
That's
food?
the inception of
I
fights.
need to know what food is on this list.
Number one, hot dogs and their toppings. What do you put on a hot dog?
Oh, of course.
Are you just mustard?
Mustard. I don't want that tangy grossness.
Oh,
On a hot dog.
Okay, that's what's normal though. People do
I know.
mustard.
I know. I'm a ketchup guy.
Okay, I'm not going to knock you because I am ketchup and mustard and sometimes little chopped up onions.
Yeah. Oh well. You love a good.
Don't get relish near me though. Don't get relish near me. Don't even talk about relish around me.
Okay. You said it 3 times.
Okay. I guess we can move on. How to make an old fashioned, the cocktail. So people feel very strongly bourbon versus brandy. So I don't drink old fashions, but how do you feel about that?
Bourbon.
Is it all day bourbon?
Yeah, I didn't even know brandy was a thing.
Well, I know Ginny Rogers, who holds it down on WOKQ 10 to 3 weekdays. She likes to make her old fashions with tequila. Tequila. And that's not even a part of the argument. So she's wrong right away.
Yeah.
Pizza. People are arguing about toppings on pizza, especially pineapple. Where do you stand?
I don't feel like I have that. I have a lot of strong opinions. I don't have a strong one about that. I can do it. I'll never order it. I will never order a pineapple on pizza, but I'll never pick them off. If it's on the table in there, I'll eat it.
No, see, I don't think it should be legal.
Why?
I think it's upsetting. It doesn't belong there.
That's silly.
You want to hear something really upsetting?
Yes.
My best friend
Yes.
in the whole world. Like we, went out one night and then we had Domino's.
Okay.
And she was like, I'll take care of it. She ordered just pineapple on the pizza, not even ham, just pineapple pizza, like some kind of sociopath.
I think you're a sociopath for thinking she's a sociopath.
I feel upset.
It's like the same thing as again, I'm not dying for the pineapple, but it's like a pepperoni. What's the difference?
It is not. You bite your tongue.
And you know what? While I'm on it, I think
here we go.
pepperoni's overrated.
What?
I think here's a hot take. Pepperoni, overrated on the pizza.
Are you kidding me?
Is it good on a little charcuterie board? Sure.
Charcuterie?
I'll do a little pepperoni with a little slice of sharp cheddar or something. Maybe, well, no, it doesn't go with brie whatsoever. But on the za, yeah, I think it's a little overrated.
Really, I feel like it belongs there. More than anything else, actually.
I think like ground beef and sausage, I think that, and even ham, I think that those should be equivalent to a pepperoni. But people just order pepperoni because people think people like pepperoni.
Yeah.
In reality, pepperoni pizza is always a leftover.
Okay. All right.
Keep an eye out next pizza party.
Yeah, I'll see you at compliments, takebacks, and apologies. You're going to think about this all morning long
Absolutely
and say,
not. Absolutely
you know
not.
what I said about pepperoni? I didn't mean it. I didn't have my coffee yet. I wasn't myself.
It's like a little cradle for all the grease and like, pepperoni's just me.
Oh, I love that you called it a grease cradle.
It's like a cupcake.
That was like poetry in motion. Okay, we're not going to have time to go through this whole list, but
do you have a favorite one?
What a favorite what?
Do you have a favorite one, or do we already go through it?
Yeah, mostly ranch dressing. Is it gross or nectar of the gods?
Oh,
it's
the
nectar of the gods. Nectar of the gods. Okay, we had to end on something we agree on. That felt right.
How you guys feeling? You feeling good? It's the good stuff brought to you by Wixon Construction. Check them out at wixonconstruction.com. Well, it's called the Suitcase Project, and it was started by Megan Plaza, a 14-year-old freshman from Londonderry. She's the current title holder of Miss Stratham's teen under the Miss America Scholarship Program, and Megan is an amazing teen. In fact, Good Stuff Today is all about teens. So Megan is a founder of a nonprofit that's called the Suitcase Project. The goal of the Suitcase Project is to supply every youth in New Hampshire in foster care with a suitcase or a duffel bag, enabling them to carry their belongings from place to place in a way that provides a greater sense of self-esteem, dignity. I mean, the story is that many times children in foster care carry their belongings in a trash bag from house to house, and they move around a lot. Very sad. But you can help. The Suitcase Project is a 501c3 charity, and they're having their first annual suitcase drive this Saturday, January 6th, at the Londonderry High School from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. So the goal Megan has set, and her team, because she has a board set up and everything, amazing, 500 suitcases or duffel bags. They're even accepting gently used duffels, or you can make a donation to the project. They are on Instagram and Facebook, and if you make a donation, they'll buy the suitcases. So we'll have a story up on that later on this morning about how you can help with the Suitcase Project. Again, this Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon at the Londonderry High School. All right, here's another story about an amazing teen. Despite an impressive GPA and SAT score, Bay Area High School graduate Stanley Zong was rejected by 16 of the 18 colleges he applied to. However, Google recognized his talents and they hired him as a software engineer without any college experience. I mean, this was a really smart dude, right? So Zong decided, you know what? I'm going to enroll at one of the two schools where he was accepted. But then he decided, you know what? I'm going to take Google's offer, and I'm just going to go ahead and work for Google instead. So he's already like 4 years ahead of the game. And that just goes to show you, it's not all about GPAs and scores. It is about being an amazing teen. So that's the good stuff on 97.5 WOKQ.
It's time for Famous People Doing Stuff on 97.5 WOKQ.
Famous People Doing Stuff brought to you by Merchants Auto in Hooksett. All right, Willie Nelson has teamed up with Charlie Crockett for a brand new song. It's called That's What Makes the World Go Round, and it was Willie's idea. Crockett says that Nelson called him and said, hey, do you have anything to record? And he wrote a couple of lyrics on the spot. And then Crockett got a full lineup of festivals and shows, including 2 shows at Denver's Mission Ballroom on January 18th and 19th, where he's expected to join Willie. Here's a clip of the song. What do you think?
He sees children in the street out there playing right up till nightfall. And as the evening sun goes down, she thinks that's what makes the world go around.
Could you just listen to Willie Nelson like all day and night? Sometimes I'll just put on his Redheaded Stranger album and just listen to it. It's just, his voice still at 90-something years old is just incredible. All right. New Year's Eve Live, Nashville's Big Bash. Did you watch that, or did you watch Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve with Ryan Seacrest? So a lot of people called me up knowing I work in country music. They're like, I watched the Nashville Big Bash, and it was so great. If you love country music, man, that was the one to watch. It was a showstopper for CBS. But one of the performances is catching some heat. Blake Shelton and Trace Atkins reunited on the show and performed some of their classics like Hillbilly Bone, but actually took the stage live in Oklahoma just a few minutes later. So it was obviously pre-recorded. Social media lit up with people calling out Shelton and saying, hey, you must have had one fast tour bus, because how could you go from Nashville to Oklahoma in 3 minutes? Good point. Also, it was a big year on Google for Jason Aldean. Google just released its annual Year in Search recap of 2023. And guess who wound up on top on 2 of the lists? Jason Aldean. He was the most Googled musician and had the most Googled song of the year. And that's out of all genres, not just country. A lot of the search was attention to his song, Try That in a Small Town, and its video, people searching it to find out more about it. Okay, here's one of my favorite actors. I love this guy. It's been a really long road for Hollywood A-lister Jeremy Renner since the snowplow accident that almost killed him last year. But the Marvel star revealed on New Year's Eve that he's ready to get back to work. What he was in the process of doing when the accident happened was he's starring in this Paramount Plus series called Mayor of Kingstown. Oh my gosh, it is so good. So good. Really intense, but so good. Anyway, he's going to start filming that again this month, so I'm pretty excited about that. Finally, Wonka remained at the top of the North American box office this weekend. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom was second, and that's the famous people doing stuff on 97.5 WOKQ.
Speaking of cleanliness, Logan does something in the bathroom that is not a bathroom activity. It's very upsetting. Tell him what you do.
All right.
You
all
sicko?
right.
You sick pup.
Let's break it down. Let's break it down before you're labeling me as a sicko. Kira, well, actually, Ginny Rogers is the one who brought this up. She said, is it ever okay to eat in the bathroom? Ever? Is it ever okay to eat in the bathroom? I said, absolutely. What are you talking about? You can never, ever eat in the bathroom? Absolutely you can. Maybe you're finishing up a breakfast Hot Pocket. Maybe you're jumping into a meeting, but you got to go to the bathroom, but you need a little snack because it's a 4-hour meeting. I don't know. I just think there are certainly times where you are allowed to eat in the bathroom.
May I speak?
You may speak.
How busy are you? I have never been so busy that I need to take a snack or a meal into the bathroom with me. I have enough time to go to the bathroom and then eat my snack after.
Has your snack ever been nice and hot and fresh and ready to go, but then also, you're ready to go?
It sounds like poor timing.
What I do know is, and I'm not making this a male-female sexist thing, what I do know is my Army fellas, my athletes of the world, my men, when we got to go, we got to go. But also, if we got a nice burrito ready to eat, we're going to eat the burrito.
It doesn't belong where you do your business.
Okay, well, we got into this. Clearly, Kira and I are getting into it. We also got into it with the tribe. The truth is, I'm feeling very alone on this island right now.
Yeah, and you deserve to be.
No, I don't. I know for a fact there are people out there. There's someone smiling in his or her car going, oh, yeah. Yep, I ate that bag of chips and that banana on the bathroom the other day.
And I don't regret it. I'd do it again.
I need to hear from them.
603-749-0975. If you are with Logan and you eat in the bathroom, I know that he'd appreciate your call. Or if you think it's disgusting behavior, I would appreciate the call. I like when you agree with me. 603-749-0975. And we'll hear from the tribe. Danielle, you're on with Kira and Logan in the morning.
Hello.
Hello. So what do you feel about eating in the bathroom?
So I think that there are times that it is absolutely necessary to eat in the bathroom.
Necessary.
I am a nurse, and sometimes I have time to use the bathroom or have a snack and not both. So sometimes I will grab a snack on my way into the bathroom, take care of it both at the same time.
That's great. This is a great example.
Yeah, you really are that busy. See, I was asking Logan, are you that busy? Logan is not a first responder. He is not saving lives.
Nope.
So I think that he could probably compartmentalize the two activities. You gotta kill two birds with one stone. I respect it.
Okay, well, I mean, I just think sometimes you are that busy. That's all I'm saying.
Damn right, Danielle. Thank you for the backup. I needed your call.
You're welcome.
WOKQ, who are you?
Alicia?
Oh, Alicia. All right. Well, you're on with Kira and Logan in the morning,
Hey,
talking
girl.
about eating in the bathroom. What are your thoughts?
So as long as you're not using the bathroom, I think it's okay. Because what if you have a kid and you know they need help in the bath and you are eating something, you want to finish it?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot from parents, and that's not something that I have embarked on yet. And so I can't relate. I feel like maybe you are that busy when you're a parent and you're like, tubby time can also be snack time for mommy.
Yep.
I will have to admit, I was eating an ice cream yesterday. My husband hopped in the shower, and I really wanted to scare him. So I brought my ice cream in with me.
Right. No judgment from me. I've brought in like a bowl of cereal into my shower with me.
I like that.
Damn right. I knew you would.
Yeah, you probably ate a side of shampoo with a Special K.
No, a shower beer, a cereal beer. I mean, cereal shower, same.
Have you never had a shower beer?
Of course I have. I'm no square, but we're talking about solids. Thank you so much for calling and for listening to us in the morning.
All right, have a great night.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye. Did she say night?
Yeah, good night. Good morning. Was she a nurse?
All right, so we had the tribe in yesterday, which is just what we call like a group of our coworkers. So yesterday it was Cheryl, Rachel, and the one, the only sales guy, Sean. So we asked them the question we've been talking about all morning. Here's how that went.
Is it ever okay to eat in the bathroom?
Oh my God, that's great.
Rachel has something to say.
Okay, germaphobe over here coming in hot. No, under no circumstance. Okay, not even if you just bleached the bathroom from head to toe and somehow got rid of the bleach smell, still not okay. There are germs. There are germs. Have you ever Googled plume?
No.
All you have to do is Google plume and you're never eating in a bathroom again.
I don't think, even if you Google plume, Kira, I guarantee I'm still soaking in the tub and having a bag of chips or some ice cream.
Cheryl, what do you think?
I think the only thing that should be allowed in the bathroom would be coffee.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Or like, you know.
If it has a lid, sales guy Sean?
I'd be curious if there's somebody out there who does this, because I don't think it's okay either. You can't bring food into the bathroom. You get
Why
rid
not?
of food in the bathroom. That's the point of being in the bathroom. Right? So like, what? Right? Like, I just.
So you went there.
You just go to the bathroom, like hang out?
No, but I mean, if I'm eating a breakfast sandwich and I have to go to the bathroom and the breakfast sandwich is hot, you bet your bottom dollar that both activities are going to wrap up right about the same time.
Okay, well.
You're doing it at the same time?
I'm just saying, if I have to go to the... I don't think it's crazy
Yeah, it's weird.
to say that if I'm eating a yogurt, it's already open, it's got my granola already in it, I have two options. I can eat it and then go to the bathroom. Three options, I guess. Option 2, wait, put it in the fridge and go back to it. That's not going to happen. Or option 3, the most realistic, I'm going to bring that yogurt into the bathroom with
I think
me.
you get a lot of pushback on this. I think you finish that up and then you go to the bathroom. I think
I'm
that's
never
what you do.
inviting Logan over my house.
You should have heard last week he was talking about peeing on a toilet seat because his wife left it down.
I
Logan,
heard that.
That was a mistake. That was just an accident. But eating in the bathroom, there are people who are going to call in and go, finally,
No way.
Logan has normalized it.
You need to come home with me for 3 weeks and I will retrain you because someone didn't do their job.
Is that an invitation? I'm in on that, Cheryl. Take me home.
Yeah, but you're going to be trained. You're not coming home for fun.
The tribe has...
Think you've got what it takes?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's see. It's time to play Can't Beat Kira on 97.5 WOKQ.
Hey, Alicia. Alicia. You're on with Kira and Logan in the morning. What's good?
You guys are good.
Oh, you damn right. You know what's not good? What Kira said. And that's right. I'm going to throw you right under the bus.
Logan, I was joking.
What Kira said about this theme. You know what she said, Alicia?
It's for the dogs?
She said, screw dogs.
I was joking. Everyone loves dogs. They're like pizza.
Apparently not like you.
Well, I'm going to do really well in this round, and I'll prove you wrong with my dog knowledge. But first, Alicia, you got to kick me out.
Kick her out.
All right. Well, Kira, you get on out of here and think cats while I answer these questions.
Yeah.
Think cats.
Yeah, go outside. Put you in the crate. All right, Alicia, she's gone. You ready to start?
I am.
Do you have any dogs?
I do. I have a border collie mix.
I love it. So maybe you'll do well. Question number 1. What is the name of the dog in the Rugrats?
Spike.
Wow. Question number 2. What kind of dog is Beethoven?
St. Bernard.
Wow. Coming out hot. Question number 3. This is Blake Shelton. I'll name the dogs. Fill in the lyrics. I'll hang the pictures. You hang the stars. You pick the paint. I'll blank.
I'll pick a guitar.
Oh, yeah, girl. That was damn good. How do you feel?
I'm coming in hot.
All right, Alicia. She's back.
Hey. How'd you do, Alicia?
I think I did okay.
Someone knows their canines.
Very humble. All right, Kira. Pretend dog lover. Question number 1. What is the name of the dog in the Rugrats?
Spike.
Is 100% correct. Great job. So proud of you.
Thank you.
Alicia got that right, too. Question number 2. What kind of dog is in Beethoven?
Oh, that dog.
That dog.
Isn't he a German Shepherd?
He is not.
Oh.
It's St. Bernard.
Rats.
Alicia got that right. 2-1.
I know he's big.
Question number 3. This is Blake Shelton. I'll name the dogs.
Oh, cute.
Thank you. I'll hang the pictures. You hang the stars. You pick the paint. I'll blank.
Pick the guitar.
Pick guitar is correct. Kira 2, Alicia 3.
Ow.
Ow!
Oh, she's howling at the moon.
I think she means woof.
Looks like you do know your doggos better than me, Alicia. I am pleased to say this phrase of shame for you. My name's Kira. I'm from Hampton, and I can't beat Alicia. Congrats.
Well, that makes me want to wag my tail.
She's so funny.
I like her a lot. Hold on a second. Thanks for playing.
So you went out on a date and it felt really right. Should have locked that thing down. Now they're nowhere inside. Was it what you said? You were left on red. It's not fair, it just ain't right. Yeah, you want a second date. Kira and Logan are here to help you. That's right.
It's time for Second Date Update on 97.5 WOKQ. We welcome in Brett. Good morning, Brett.
Good morning.
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Good. Right on. So, yeah, we got your submission on the 97.5 WOKQ app for Second Date Update. Why don't you walk it back and tell us what's going on with Rita, how you met, what's happening now?
Okay, I met Rita online on Bumble, my preferred dating app of choice. I've been on Bumble for a while. I've gone on a few dates with some ladies. Nothing really felt right until Rita.
Okay.
Yeah, she's cool. She's like tatted up, rugged, sexy woman from Rochester. Like, we hit it off immediately with the banter back and forth on Bumble. So finally, after some back and forth, I finally asked her to go to the Miracle at the Goat.
Oh, the Christmas bar.
Yeah, the pop-up.
Yeah, how was it?
Oh, it was a blast. Like I said, once again, the banter back and forth was heavy flirting, instant connection, I felt. I drove her home, got a kiss goodnight, but then that was that. Since then, she's kind of like ghosted me. Not fully, but like she's really slow to respond. Like when she does respond, it's like a day later, and then very short, very few words.
Huh. And was there anything that tipped you off? I mean, I feel like we always ask this, and the answer is always no. Otherwise, you wouldn't be calling.
Yeah, honestly, to be honest, no. I mean, that's why I'm really confused right now.
No weird moment in the evening that you can think of, Brett?
No, honestly, my recollection of the night was almost picture perfect. I felt a really good outing.
Is she a social person? Because I stopped at the Goat to go to the bar as well, the Miracle at the Goat, and it was absolutely packed like a zoo. Like, I would be overwhelmed. Do you think maybe she was overwhelmed by that date for a first date?
No, because we got very lucky. We got like a corner spot, and it was It was just us. I mean, there was people, there was a bunch of people, but we weren't like surrounded or smothered.
All right, Brett. Well, here's what's going to happen. You're going to give us Rita's number, and we're going to give her a call and see what's going on. Seems like a good date, really Christmassy. Again, the GOAT location's a perfect spot for a first date. So we're going to call her and see what the heck's up and why she's kind of slow ghosting you. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds perfect.
And the goal, of course, is to set you up on a second date that we, the radio station, pay for. The second date would be back at the GOAT, but hey.
Well, you have a lot of GOAT locations to choose from, too.
That's true. You can go to a different GOAT location.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right, Brett. Hold. All right,
Hello, friend. We are Kira and Logan in the morning on number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. Men. Men. Did you ever watch 2.5 Men?
Ooh, I thought we were going to keep going.
Oh, I forgot the rest of it. That was a good show, though.
That show's phenomenal.
Not really when Charlie Sheen left. He sort of made the whole thing.
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher took place, right?
Yeah. Nothing against him, but,
Yeah, no, it was, the original was just out of this world.
It truly was. Yeah. It was. So the thing about men, they have these unspoken rules. And I've done a little digging, talking to real live men in their natural habitat to see what these unspoken rules are.
I have goosebumps. I'm nervous. I want to make sure that I abide by these rules, looking out for the guys.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how the cookie crumbles, and you can let me know if you feel like these rules are not accurate.
Do you think they are?
Well, I've never been a man, but...
Okay. All right, let's get it going.
The ones that I know, I feel like they live this way.
Okay.
So these are unspoken, unwritten rules that men have, when interacting with one another.
I can only think of one.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go.
Go ahead.
Rule number 1, you can have the last slice of pizza, you can have the last beer, but you cannot have both.
Yeah, all right, sure. Yeah, I'll buy that. I don't think that is an unspoken. I've never run into that. Imagine running out of beer.
Oh my God, that's not a predicament you want to be in.
Ever.
So you don't feel like that should be in the 10 man commandments?
No, but I can...
Commandments?
If there were... Jeez Louise. If I was in the situation, I would abide by that without even knowing. I've just never been in that situation.
Okay. Beer and pizza / barbecue is an acceptable payment for helping another man work on his house.
Do anything, yeah, absolutely.
Or vehicle.
Yep. I will pay you in beer and food. 100%.
Okay. You're not a father yet, so you might not have an opinion about this.
Okay.
Don't roast a man in front of their kid.
I don't need to be a father to know that you never do that.
Right.
Ever. You take it behind the scenes. Then you go at it.
It's a very stern look on his face right now. Okay.
You don't want to put him down in front of his own kid.
Well, sure. I think that goes for anyone, not just men.
Yeah.
If he's flirting with her, him, or they, we do not interrupt.
No. What? You don't go over it. No. If my man's doing his thing, let him do his thing.
Right. There's a term for interrupting that we can't say on the radio, but
Right. You block them.
You don't want to block them.
You don't want to block them.
You want to guide. You don't want to block. That's my list. You have any to add?
I have 2.
Okay.
Both are kind of sports related. So one is talking in your backswing. Are you familiar with that?
That's a golf thing?
It's a golf thing. It's when you go to step up to swing, you don't talk. It's golf etiquette, but it's also because golf is predominantly men. Mm-hmm. Right? Can we agree to that?
Yeah.
If you go to the country club, you're going to see more men than females. Okay, cool. Yeah, the second they step up, you just don't speak. You never root or bet against your boy's team or your boy's bet.
Oh, that's not a thing that my husband and his friends go. They don't live by that because my husband is a Steelers fan, and we went to school in Massachusetts, and all our friends are Patriots fans, and they just root against each other for years and years and years.
Okay, he's a Steelers fan?
Yes.
So he's not a Bruins fan, right?
No, he's a Penguins fan.
Oh, okay, check this out. If the Penguins were out of the playoffs and it was the Bruins versus the Rangers, there's no way he would root against me when he was with me.
Oh, yeah, no.
Right.
No. If he didn't have his team in the game, is that the rule you're talking about?
I would even say if his team's in the game, he wouldn't root against me. He would just be on my side for the night. You don't want to kill the vibes for the night.
Oh, you don't want to kill the vibes. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to have to dig into that. I'm going to go home and I'm going to ask.
Do it.
Okay,
It's time for Famous People Doing Stuff on 97.5 WOKQ.
Famous People Doing Stuff brought to you by Merchants Auto in Hooksett. All right, Willie Nelson has teamed up with Charlie Crockett for a brand new song. It's called That's What Makes the World Go Round, and it was Willie's idea. Crockett says that Nelson called him and said, hey, do you have anything to record? And he wrote a couple of lyrics on the spot. And then Crockett got a full lineup of festivals and shows, including 2 shows at Denver's Mission Ballroom on January 18th and 19th, where he's expected to join Willie. Here's a clip of the song. What do you think?
She sees children in the street out there playing right up till nightfall. And as the evening sun goes down, she thinks that's what makes the world go around.
Could you just listen to Willie Nelson like all day and night? Sometimes I'll just put on his Redheaded Stranger album and just listen to it. It's just, his voice still at 90-something years old is just incredible. All right. New Year's Eve Live, Nashville's Big Bash. Did you watch that, or did you watch Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve with Ryan Seacrest? So a lot of people called me up knowing I work in country music. They're like, I watched the Nashville Big Bash and it was so great. If you love country music, man, that was the one to watch. It was a showstopper for CBS. But one of the performances is catching some heat. Blake Shelton and Trace Atkins reunited on the show and performed some of their classics like Hillbilly Bone, but actually took the stage live in Oklahoma just a few minutes later. So it was obviously pre-recorded. Social media lit up with people calling out Shelton and saying, hey, you must have had one fast tour bus, because how could you go from Nashville to Oklahoma in 3 minutes? Good point. Also, it was a big year on Google for Jason Aldean. Google just released its annual Year in Search recap of 2023. And guess who wound up on top on 2 of the lists? Jason Aldean. He was the most Googled musician and had the most Googled song of the year. And that's out of all genres, not just country. A lot of the search was attention to his song, Try That in a Small Town, and its video, people searching it to find out more about it. Okay, here's one of my favorite actors. I love this guy. It's been a really long road for Hollywood A-lister Jeremy Renner since the snowplow accident that almost killed him last year. But the Marvel star revealed on New Year's Eve that he's ready to get back to work. What he was in the process of doing when the accident happened was he's starring in this Paramount Plus series called Mayor of Kingstown. Oh my gosh, it is so good. So good. Really intense, but so good. Anyway, he's going to start filming that again this month, so I'm pretty excited about that. Finally, Wonka remained at the top of the North American box office this weekend. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom was second, and that's the famous people doing stuff on 97.5 WOKQ. How you guys feeling? You feeling good? It's the good stuff, brought to you by Wixon Construction. Check them out at wixonconstruction.com. Well, it's called the Suitcase Project, and it was started by Megan Plaza, a 14-year-old freshman from Londonderry. She's the current title holder of Miss Stratham's teen under the Miss America Scholarship Program, and Megan is an amazing teen. In fact, Good Stuff Today is all about teens. So Megan is a founder of a nonprofit that's called the Suitcase Project. The goal of the Suitcase Project is to supply every youth in New Hampshire in foster care with a suitcase or a duffel bag, enabling them to carry their belongings from place to place in a way that provides a greater sense of self-esteem, dignity. I mean, the story is that many times children in foster care carry their belongings in a trash bag from house to house, and they move around a lot. Very sad. But you can help. The Suitcase Project is a 501c3 charity, and they're having their first annual suitcase drive this Saturday, January 6th, at the Londonderry High School from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. So the goal Megan has set, and her team, because she has a board set up and everything, amazing, 500 suitcases or duffel bags. They're even accepting gently used duffels, or you can make a donation to the project. They are on Instagram and Facebook. And if you make a donation, they'll buy the suitcases. So we'll have a story up on that later on this morning about how you can help with the suitcase project. Again, this Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon at the Londonderry High School. All right, here's another story about an amazing teen. Despite an impressive GPA and SAT score, Bay Area High School graduate Stanley Zong was rejected by 16 of the 18 colleges he applied to. However, Google recognized his talents and they hired him as a software engineer without any college experience. I mean, this was a really smart dude, right? So Zong decided, you know what? I'm going to enroll at one of the 2 schools where he was accepted. But then he decided, you know what? I'm going to take Google's offer and I'm just going to go ahead and work for Google instead. So he's already like 4 years ahead of the game. And that just goes to show you, it's not all about GPAs and scores. It is about being an amazing teen. So that's the good stuff on 97.5 WOKQ. Mama's House. I love that. Thomas Rhett and Morgan Wallen on Mama's House. Mama. I love that. My husband is Papa to our grandson. He's kind of from North Carolina, so that kind of makes sense. But anyway, that's Mama's House. I'm Ginny Rogers. Time for compliments, takebacks, and apologies brought to you by Merchants Auto in Hooksett, New Hampshire. And I got to throw a big compliment out to Megan Plaza, a 14-year-old freshman from Londonderry, who started the Suitcase Project. And it's her way of starting a nonprofit at the tender age of 14, but also helping out kids in the foster care program. You know, oftentimes children go from house to house with just what they own. And oftentimes they don't have a suitcase. They have just a trash bag, to be honest. She is looking to change that, to give them more dignity and self-esteem. And you can help too. The Suitcase Project is taking your suitcases, duffel bags. They can be gently used or brand new. They're collecting them on Saturday from 9 to noon at the Londonderry High School. They do have a Facebook and an Instagram page. You can check out more information. But kudos to Megan Plaza, starting her own 501c3 and really making a difference in the lives of the kids in foster care in New Hampshire. 97.5 WOKQ. All right, I'm Ginny. Tomorrow, Logan will be back. It'll be back to Kira and Logan in the morning with a side of Ginny. End of the month, Kira's coming back. I know, right? And Jad is back today. So all is right with the world. Thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you again at 5:30 tomorrow morning on 97.5 WOKQ. And don't forget, who loves you? We do.